national grid across the northern states. The minister, after seeing Mr. President, I met him in his office and he gave me the assurances that in the next 5 days, power will be restored. I wanted to see the MD of TCN. Unfortunately, he was with the National Security Advisor, all in an effort to see that power is being restored across the states. We know TCN is working very hard. They're working day and night to make sure that power is restored. And I want to appeal to Nigerians to please give them a chance, because this is not a deliberate effort. It's not aimed at hurting the people in the northern part of the country. Mr. President is so worried about it, and he's been on top of it together with the minister as well as the TCN management. And we believe in the next 5 days, by God's grace, power will be restored across the northern states. It's not a deliberate effort, and we are part of this effort, and we want to tell our people that whatever is needed to be done to restore power in the north, we'll put all our heads together with the management of TCN, because I believe they have the capacity to restore this power. And with the statement made by the MD just now, I believe that people should be calm, and by God's grace, power will be restored in the next couple of days. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Efforts were made by using local vigilante who confirmed snap conductor on a tower, but they could not identify the tower number. Arrangements were made to use the local group to escort our engineers in the night to effect repairs in order to evade the bandits in the location. We have done similar thing almost 2 years ago. Unfortunately, we did not succeed this time because the bandits got the wind of our intention and laid siege to the area. Minimum supply was maintained to the northwest corridor through the second circuit until 13th October 2024, when the second line also tripped and failed to stay on dry reclosure. Local vigilantes were again engaged to comb the area, but would only assess part of the safe area. Hence, the Transmission Company of Nigeria solicited the support of the Nigerian Air Force for unmanned aerial surveillance on 17th October 2024, and the infected towers were identified. There were 4 towers in number, with 3 of them totally collapsed and 1 number was twisted. In another latest development, vandalism of Ogwaji Apil 330 kV line was reported on 21st October 2024, causing tripping of the lines. Trail closure fell and patrol rebuilt damaged conductors due to vandalism. This compounded the transmission of bulk power to the northern corridor, as these lines serve as link between north and southern area. This outage severely affected the wheeling capacity of the Transmission Company of Nigeria. The area affected has been secured with the help of Nigerian Army, and concerted efforts is going on one of the lines' restoration. Restoration of one of the lines will allow TCN to wheel about 400 megawatts of power in that corridor. Also, TCN is intensifying efforts to repair and restore the second line on Ogwaji Apir on or by Sunday, 3rd November 2024. This will avail TCN to wheel substantial quantum of power through Apir to Jos, to Kaduna, and to Kano. Conclusively, TCN is working with Office of National Security Advisor for security of personnel and site on Shiroro Mondo 330 kV single circuit line for commencement of rehabilitation of infected towers in this axis. Thank you very much.
Long-term solution to the incessant disturbances we have been experiencing on the national streets. Before the grid disturbance of early October, for close to 4 months, there was no such disturbance. Not that there was no disturbance at all, there will be minor disturbances, but the response time has been so impressive from the part of TCN that ensure that the consumers were not aware of these regular minor disturbances. It is only when the disturbance is major and it's going to take a few hours or a whole day to restore it, that is when the consumers of power get to know about this disturbance. I am being cautious not to call it grid collapse, because I try to differentiate between the full grid collapse and the grid disturbance. Most of the disturbances are actually partial collapses that are not actually affecting the entire national grid, but it's affecting a number of others, which is why we find out that in a matter of hours, these are being restored. And I mentioned yesterday, after my meeting with Mr. President, that what we have in Nigeria as a national grid consists of very old infrastructure. This is a national grid of over 50 years old, with components that are weak, obsolete, dilapidated, which includes lines, the substations which have old transformers, and even towers should have been erected 50, 60 years ago. A number of them are falling due to the effect of weather and climate changes. So, which means that it needs continuous maintenance. And the maintenance have been abandoned for a long time. How we talk about maintenance, it also requires a lot of money to ensure adequate and regular maintenance. So what we have now, we will continue to manage it and prevent frequent disturbances until we are able to overhaul this infrastructure 100%.